All right, Joe. I also set my temp at 78 degrees. I work construction, so I'm outside all day. And when I get home, I drop the temp from 81 when I'm not home to 78, and it's great. Don't change and become a wussy. Mark, let me save you a few bucks. Don't even raise it to 81 when you're gone. Just leave it at 78. Don't touch it. Leave it at 78. There, I saved him a few bucks.
Yes, sir.
Mark, you need to borrow some money? Can I help you out with your heating?
Kurt
cooling
writes,
bill?
I'm sure you will be inundated with emails about your discussion on thermostat settings. First of all, you will absolutely save energy by setting the temperature higher when you're not home. No, don't. Just leave it alone. I don't want to read the rest of that one. Who's that from?
Because
Kurt,
it might have
thank
been
you.
in favor of John and Chris.
Okay,
and I?
Kenny. Okay, let me check.
Calling him out, huh?
The U.S. Department of Energy estimates savings of 10% a year on setbacks of 7 to 10 degrees for 8 hours a day. Second, I agree with you, Joe, that 78 degrees is more than cool enough when you are home. I personally keep my thermostat at 78 when I'm home. It really is all about acclimation. Once you are used to the temperature at 94 and a heat index of 104, very normal summer weather, I was able to run 8 miles with just 2 bottles of Gatorade. I believe that much of the hysteria about climate change, this is a great point from Kurt Weiger in, I believe he's in Tennessee, isn't he? No, maybe he's here. No, he's in Memphis. I was listening to the podcast today while I was running outside in Memphis with the temperature at 94 and a heat index of 104. Very normal summer weather for Memphis. I was able to run 8 miles with just 2 bottles of Gatorade. I believe that much of the hysteria about climate change is due to the prevalence of comfortable climate-controlled living environments that did not exist 40 years ago.
Wrong.
While the outside temps are the same as they have always been, the contrast between them and our new indoor living environments are greater than ever. Bing, bang, boom, he's right.
Let's go.
Let me fill you
out
in.
loud.
Take a breath, Such. Let me fill you in and tell you why this came up in my brain yesterday. My thermostat started acting funky, meaning it needed new batteries, right? And it's one of these fancy-ass thermostats that you set, like 75 during the day and whatever, right? One of those programmable.
Yeah.
Put the new batteries in, and it would not lower. I could not get it to lower from 75 down to 67. Meanwhile, it was 75 in the house. It was so hot in there, I stripped, all I had on was socks. That's how hot it was in there, 75 degrees,
So
intolerable.
what you
I don't
did
need that cartoon.
is
No,
you
wait
went
a
up to
second,
the
Matthew.
thermostat. Okay.
Wait a second, Matt. Finally, what I had to do in an act of desperation, I did what the kids do these days when you can't figure something out. You go to the Google, and I had to watch a 10-minute instructional video on how to operate my own thermostat to get it to where it was off hold, where I could adjust it to wherever I want. Hence the question yesterday. But I'm telling you, bare ass naked, socks on, 75 degrees, sweating like a coal miner.
Actually, I have an update from the Garage Logic Twitter account. Donald Heinen, in response to your ad today, 70 degrees on the thermostat for me year-round! Exclamation point. Joe, 78 degrees? Do you live in the nursing home?
You guys just don't get it. You really don't get it.
I'm Joe. I get it. I'm with you.
I think
I'm
you
with
do.
you. Sycophant aside, and Kenny, why don't you just spray the thermostat with seafoam? That would have fixed everything.
Joe, I've been in the HVAC industry for 33 plus years. The generally accepted thermostat setting is 72, summer or winter. That being said, personal preference has much more to do with how one wants to set their own. I personally set mine at 78 in the summer. So tell the crew you are not out of line at that setting. 78 degrees with low humidity provided by the AC is perfectly comfortable. Love the podcast, long-time listener. Thanks, Tom Johnson. Well, he's right. This is what
well,
Kenny
Tom was
doesn't
really
get.
on our side.
No, he
Yeah.
wasn't.
He was on our
No,
side.
he
He's
wasn't.
totally on our
He
side.
said 72.
Well, you're
is
not.
the-
You're at 67.
Well, I'm not.
That's
I'm at
freezing.
70. I leave mine
That's
at 70.
freezing.
Hey, do you guys have a thermostat boss in the house that no matter what you do, the boss, are you, in fact, the thermostat boss?
That only
am.
happens in the winter.
You're the boss, John?
Yeah, I'm the boss.
She's the boss in the winter, Joe?
Pretty much.
Matthew?
It's left untouched by all of us because I don't know how to work it.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's full disclosure.
Chris Reavers?
50% partnership in the thermostat.
You get along
negotiations.
okay with that? That's not a source of...
No, we usually like it the same anyway in the house.
Well, that's a marriage made in heaven.
Joe, this is from Jim Wolf. Kenny and Reavers are sugar teats. You are dead.
Hold on. I'm
At
writing
least
that
he
one
didn't
down.
include me.
You are dead right about the thermostat.
Sugar.
You are stating your case just fine. Kenny has sniffed too much sea foam and it's affected his brain. We maintain 76 to 78. Also, this is coming from my wife, who's always too warm. Let me give Hyde a tip. Close all of your vents downstairs. The cool air will eventually make it down there. Otherwise, the air will be forced to the upper levels. I bet you a case of seafoam, the temp drops 5 degrees in your highest level. Ruling to the mayor on this one.
Believe me, we have done everything we can with the vents. Trust me.
And finally, from Anne, I wanted to defend your idea setting the AC at 78. Me and my house agree. We don't always run the air, but on hot days it is set to 80. And if it's really hot, we go down to 79 or once in a while maybe 78. I can't believe those bozo assistants who piled on the grief for not going colder. Like you said, when we come inside to 80 degrees after being outside at 90 or more, indoors feels like heaven. Let's
about
hear it
2
for
minutes.
let's hear it for being reasonable.
Chris, your email was correct. All of these emails are coming from people in old folks' homes. They're all over 80 and freezing their ass off.
No, you're failing to.
I don't think you get it.
You don't get it. You just don't get it. If you're outside on a 95-degree day,
But
and
Joe, that
humid,
lasts 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, I'm sweating
doesn't
again.
last.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
you
It
start
doesn't
walking
last 5
around your
minutes.
house
Then you got a
and
health
you're sweating.
problem.
And admit it, every single day when you walk into that studio, you start complaining about the temperature in the room. Even though the rest of us are comfortable, you always have to adjust it to make it hotter in there. Pretty soon, the 4 of us are sweating like pigs, and you're sitting there
Rivers,
fat
have
and
I
happy.
touched it lately?
It's been a
Long
couple of
time.
days.
Well, I've given up. I just make sure I bring a
turn
sweater.
Around, turn around, Chris. What's the temperature right now in there?
I
Does it
just
say
bring
the
a
temperature?
sweater.
73.
And he's got a sweater on.
Yep.
He's got he's got a t-shirt and a long sleeve deal on.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is BS.
Oh no.
No,
We asked
no.
for this. We absolutely asked for this.
Put that back on.
Doing it with my
Damn,
shirt off.
Rook.
I'm doing it with my shirt off.
You should have a bra.
He actually looks really good. You've
Why
lost
don't
a
you
bunch
put
of
your
weight.
shirt back on?
I got the body, because the body rules.
He's lost some weight. He
wait,
looks
wait.
pretty good.
Kenny, this
Make
is for
him
you.
wink.
Make him wink.
Thank
Oh,
you.
honest to God.
You
help me.
did technically say you wanted a break. So this is what you
Look at
get.
that. You
When
like
he's
that?
here and
Hey,
you say,
Sue, do you want some of this?
I wanted a break from the
You want some of
ruination
this?
of the world. No.